Sweet. I think that worked.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the quarantine quiz.
How's everybody doing?
We're your hosts for this evening. If you want to send us some messages, you can do that via the chat, and we'll endeavour to respond.
We're just starting our refreshments for the evening.
Yeah, all set for the evening.
You've got quite an interesting look going on tonight, Jack. There's a...
Well, yeah, you know how the Sonic film came out fairly recently?
Yeah,
And you
that we
got
haven't watched still.
Dr. Eggman, or whatever he's called.
I love Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, he had something like this and attached, so I thought, celebrate that.
We'll be able to watch the old Sonic the Hedgehog film when
Lovely.
Great. Have we got any meeting points for the moment? I don't think so.
Any meeting points?
I guess we should just say hi, everyone.
Everyone. Thank you to the people returning to play the quiz, and welcome to the new people.
Well done.
It's nice to have you here. If you've got any issues with regards to the question paper or your video chat, you've got plenty of time to try and sort it out or check your emails, because we're not starting the quiz until 8:05 this evening.
After clap for your carers.
After clap for your carers, that's exactly why.
What were we going to say? Oh, and if you are watching this and you haven't signed up, very well done. Very clever of you. If you drop us a message on Instagram at the quarantine quiz.
No, not hashtag.
No
just
hashtags, just message us, DMs. Then we can send you a link for the question sheet, which is on Typeform this week. Very interesting. I guess we should maybe do a little shout out to Typeform.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, you know more about it than I do.
Typeform gave us 1 month of their pro subscription for free to help the cause. How good is that?
So kind of them.
So cheers to them.
Yeah. Hey, Jasper, apparently you're a little quiet. You're quite a lot quieter than I am.
Oh, I could have a look into that. Thanks for the feedback, whoever said that.
It's our team behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes team, okay.
Scenes team.
Oh no, don't want to do that. Here we go.
And
little radio check there. Radio check. Anyone?
Radio check.
That's now in the old. What have we got set up this week? What's that? What's up us? Joey. Tina.
I can Tina.
Cool.
So, got any exciting stories from this week, Jasper?
I made a fresh batch of kimchi.
Lovely.
Some ago. It's very bubbly.
Bubbly.
Bubbly. Yeah. What about you?
I don't really have any good stories.
That's a shame.
I was thinking this week though that what's the worst word you could use to describe a poo? And I came to the conclusion.
Related to the tiebreaker from.
Not really. Maybe. I just thought the word succulent is quite a bad word to describe a poo with.
We seem to be having quite a lot of fuzz coming through.
Fuzzy fuzz.
The fuzz is my laptop having a fun time streaming this. So
Okay.
That's where the fuzz is coming from.
I'm sure people really
do about that.
So.
And just enjoy it. Yeah. That's about all we can do, I think.
Yeah. Well, if you're
Um,
honest and putting up with our shits, then go get yourself a drink, talk to your teams, discuss tactics. Who's got the strong subjects, who's your
oh,
geography win,
we
who's
should probably
captain
talk
science.
about the small mishap with the old email situation that you guys all love us sending so much. I think I managed to not send the link for the type form, i.e. question sheet, in the first email. So look for the one that says, I think I put complete in the title and should find it there. How about that? Does that help?
It sounds like a good plan. So yeah, if you have 2 emails from us, do check the second email. That should have the answer sheet in there for you.
And again, if
Um,
not, if you really can't find it, DM us or email us. We
yes.
are the quarantine quiz at gmail.com.
hmm
There we
If you're
go.
wondering how to spell that, it's down there.
Yeah, it
And
took us a long
now's
time
the
to get
time.
used to
Yeah,
spelling quarantine, right?
I
As I
mean,
think
we
it did for a
took
lot
us a
of
while.
teams.
Took us a while. Um, Probably now's a good time to mention if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, now's probably a good time to do it. So if you subscribe to our page, that means that you'll get updated whenever we start a new live stream. So you won't miss a quiz. And if you don't already follow us on Instagram, you can probably do that now. And like our posts and tag us with the hashtag quarantine quiz, and that would be nice.
And you could probably
If
even
anyone saw,
find when we're doing funny tests, and I don't know if you get an alert about that or not. Should maybe
I
look
mean, that'd
into
be
that.
fun. You can watch testing things on during the week. Um, yeah, and also if you've seen our most recent post and want to join in tonight's theme, you can definitely take photos and tag us in that. We can't wait to see any photos of you guys taking part.
Yeah, it's a shame that we couldn't be there for this evening's festivities, right?
I mean, it's pre-recorded, isn't it, Jasper?
Yeah, pre-recorded segment. That's why it's
Pre-recorded.
so
Yeah, we
jiffy.
recorded this. We recorded this yesterday.
Yeah, that's why the light's so good. Or did it in the day.
Did it during the day, yeah. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy your new hosts. Oh, hello, Joe. Nice to see you. Thanks for playing. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some good team names from
Go on, Joe. Hit me up.
this week. Ooh, what I should do. There was one that stood out to me. Let me see if I can find it again. What do we have any updates from last week while I'm looking for this?
What do you mean updates?
I don't know.
Any changes to the quiz? You mean?
Just news.
Just life's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, there's some really good ones.
If you oh yeah, here's the scoring sheet.
Oh, those are the live ones.
Yeah.
Oh, someone put A star house. That was a difficult one to send you a web link. We've got
Quiz and she.
we haven't
That's a
even
good
said
team
how
name.
many we've got what 130 people this week. 130 lovely people, lovely quizzes.
Well, 130 lovely
Well
teams,
done,
Jasper.
you.
People.
Yeah.
So there might be some stiff competition out there. And if you don't make it into the top 10, I'm sure you would have done very well anyway. I mean, when there's 130 teams out there, sometimes it's just the taking part that's fun. How are we doing for time, Jasper? I can't see my clock because of my sunglasses.
20
Ooh,
minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes till clap.
Woo! So 45 teams registered so far. Oh, I can see Ben Gall. Ben, are you just playing on your own this time? All Bag of Bitches are back. I remember them from last week. They wanted to have a shout out.
We've got a lot of classics, I think. We've got
Quarantine of Turner.
the Anglers. You're in twice. You shouldn't be in twice. Close
Maybe
one of your
there's
things
two teams that
on
are
hold.
two separate teams with the Anglers.
We've got HS3 who are with us from the start. Well done. Nice to
Yeah,
see you back again.
nice to see you guys. Unlimited Hot Pot partnership. Classic.
I quite liked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You think that's a good quiz team name?
Yeah, it's like what's the DJ Shadow song?
Yes, exactly.
Break it down, baby.
Break it.
Yeah, they're coming in thick and fast now.
How come you're
Everyone's
picking
keen to be
now?
early now that they've got the
Yeah.
link. If you
Thanks
have
for
any
registering.
problems, drop us a line on Instagram. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It was entirely my fault.
That's a little diddly do that tells us how many people are watching.
Did we
Diddly
do?
do? Diddly do.
There's 84 on YouTubes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, 84 of you. I saw something recently that somebody was talking about. You look at your screen all day, and
Yeah.
it's quite a good one. You can just put this on your TV. I know it's like a bigger screen, but it's further away. I think there's YouTube apps on TVs now, so you can just pop the live stream straight on the TV. How fun is
How
that?
amazing.
It's pretty good
Oh,
stuff.
wonders of day. What are you drinking there, Jasper? What's your tip of choice for this evening?
It's all ghosties tonight, isn't it?
Oh, ghosties. Lovely.
We've almost got a sponsor, right? Pipeline
In general, or you mean from Adnams?
from Adnams. Yeah, that's all we
Okay.
need.
I mean, that'd be nice. We'd appreciate that. Um, so yeah, we're always looking for sponsors. If you guys can hook us up with a good sponsor for the quiz, that'd be fun.
Do you want to tell us about one of our sponsors, Jack?
Yeah, sure. When I like to go out hat shopping, there's only one place that I go, and that's the Williams Hat Stand on Askew Road. So if you're looking for a hat, always think Williams hats. Askew Road.
You do know how to look good in a hat, I have to say.
I do. As if people have been following us on Instagram, they would have seen that I've worn many hats this week. Did anyone enjoy the quiz questions that we uploaded during the week? Did you get them right? Did you get them wrong? Were they tricky? Were they too easy?
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Did we actually
Yeah,
get them all up in the end?
yeah, I think so.
We had some Instagram gremlin problems, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we could, if we haven't uploaded the answer to today's one, now might be a good time to do it.
What was the answer?
The answer was you're gonna have to check Instagram.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
What else is going on? 57 people. You're all signed up. Well done. All of you.
Lovely.
Good stuff.
You've got 6 week,
I've,
Ben. Well done.
I've also reset the web page, so our
Oh yes.
website,
Oh yes.
quarantinequiz.live.
Oh yes.
So you can just sign up straight away for next week if you aren't already, fresh off the boat.
I mean, that might be something to do.
Yeah, I think we had about 20 people back this week. So well done, you guys.
Yeah, so if you want to sign up for next week's quiz, because like you've got plans,
Got a bit of time.
you can do that now. You've got some time to do it now. You can probably chuck in a couple shout outs if you want, and we'll try and get around to those. Yeah.
Ooh, I might throw our timer in. Let's make sure
Oh, with the
it's all
countdown
working.
timer. Did you manage to get the
Yeah.
swimmers working?
Nah, I couldn't get it to work. We had some really
Oh,
cool
that's
swimming, like a swimming. Well, we could try it maybe and just if it's not good, we don't have to do it, do we?
very true.
It's
It's
pretty
always a
fun.
time to check.
Pretty Fundy.
Someone's asking why we're not in drag. So Mia, we're not in drag because this is a pre-recorded video, and we're mind wizards. That's how I was able to respond to your message from the future. Um, so yes, um, we will be switching over to this evening's hosts after Clap for Carers. But this is just a pre-recorded message that Jasper and I did yesterday, as in today, which is Wednesday. Aren't we clever? Aren't we clever? Always got an answer.
Oh, look at that. That's a good fade. Cool, we've got the timer up for Clap for Carers now.
Okay.
Good stuff.
So if anyone doesn't know what Clap for Carers is, it is just if you can go stand outside your front door, lean out a window. It's all about community taking part, just to show appreciation for all the NHS workers at the moment.
Not just NHS workers, all healthcare workers, emergency services, armed services, delivery drivers, shop workers, teachers, waste collectors, manufacturers, postal workers, cleaners, vets, engineers, and all those who are making an unbelievable difference to our lives in these challenging times.
It's almost like we planned that.
A little bit of organisation this week, eh?
A little bit of organisation.
It's this pre-recording that really helps this, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is our third take.
It's good stuff,
yeah. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a smooth operation this evening. But we can't guarantee that your evening hosts are going to be, I don't know, as slick.
Yeah, we haven't used them before, have we? So
we haven't used them before.
We're not sure. We're not sure about their outfits either.
No, but they're jolly nice, good fun.
They're good guys.
Easy on the eye. On the eye. Yep, so we've got a little over 12 minutes left before we start Clap for Carers, and we are still waiting on about 75 teams.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe it's just not updated.
Maybe it hasn't updated.
Get your details in, teams, quick. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I know you're saying quite a lot of info, but...
We've got... it's Quasar Manelli. That's fun. The Mighty Booth. Interesting.
Have you seen Noel Fielding's Art Club?
No, I don't really care much for Noel Fielding's.
I mean, I'm of a similar opinion, but...
I mean, if
him just going, Art Club, on Instagram is pretty fun.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll give that a cheeky peek when I've got some free time.
A bit of free time, yeah.
A bit of free time. So, happy people out there, if because we've made a couple of changes to the quiz this week, mainly in terms of the answer sheets and how we're going to do the displays and the live feed. If you've got any feedback after the quiz and you want to let us know, we'd really appreciate that. So you can either pop us an email, contact us on Instagram, and just give us some feedback. Even if you just said, I really love the quiz. That's nice to hear and read. But, if there's any constructive feedback, we're always happy to take that on board and try and make this quiz as authentic to a pub quiz as possible and as much fun for you guys, of course. Would you agree, Jasper?
Yeah, I'm currently battling an Alice who's trying to make as much noise as she possibly can right now.
That's okay.
So if there are lots of clatters, it's her. That didn't work. What? We got 9 minutes, 39 seconds left.
Shall we do that dance routine we've been practicing all week?
Yeah, should we go off for practice?
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Cool. We'll see you in a sec. We're going to practice our dance routine.
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
Hello!
Hello, everybody. We're back. I'm exhausted. Are you exhausted, Jasper?
Pretty exhausted.
I mean, you're really popping and locking there. Unfortunately, we don't have time to show anyone our dance routines. So we're just going to run through a couple things before we get ready for Clap for Carers. Just a quick reminder to team captains out there, it is your job to send over the appropriate information to your teams. So you need to send over your private chat and the link to this live stream if you want them to watch it. And you as a team captain, I mean, you can delegate it to someone else, but it's normally your responsibility to fill in the answer sheets. We have kind of talked about this a bit before, but we're trying a different format for the answer sheet this week. So before we're using a Google Docs, and this time we're using a type form. So hopefully it will make everything a bit smoother. And if you have done this quiz before, it's slightly different. You will just get one question per page. Once you've put in your question and you're happy with it, you can move on to the next question. We'll go into more details at the start of the quiz about how each round works and how you can answer the questions. Yeah, we're just trying a different format, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys think.
It should be a
Cool.
big improvement, I think, this week. It should
A
flow
big
nicely.
improvement.
You don't have to put your team name in more than once. Once it's in, it's in. But we're running through the rules after Clap for Carers, which is in
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Nailed it.
Yeah. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. I hope you're excited for the quiz. We're all excited. We will explain the rules, technical details, and how to play along once we've done the Clap for Carers, which is starting in just under 3 minutes now. Hooray! So make sure you are ready for the quiz straight afterwards.
The quizzing will be
Yeah.
happening immediately. We'll do a brief run through of the rules, which I don't think we've ever done. And then...
we'll get around to it at some point.
What? The rules? Oh
It's
yeah,
not
we
getting-
always think about it halfway through, but this week, it's going straight
This-
through.
our guest hosts, they're going to be on it. They're going to be really be
the
looking
guest
on
host, of course.
the guest host, not us, Jasper.
Sorry, it's difficult to remember when you're recording on a Wednesday, doing a pre-recorded segment.
We feel like we're there. We feel like it's actually Thursday evening. So we're just going to have a quick check on how many teams we've got registered. We're up to 78, so we're still waiting for quite a few people to register. That's okay. They've got until 8 o'clock to do it, but they are
A little bit more than that, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
I see 84. 84 are you, well done.
Oh, mine was obviously a bit slower. But please make sure that you are
Coming in thick and
registered.
fast now.
You've got your team ready.
This countdown, by the way, is for... this countdown's for Clap for Carers. 1 minute 40.
That one there. Yeah.
It was pretty amazing last week, right?
It was good. We're anticipating it. So we're going to go off air whilst it's happening because we obviously want to go take part. And then we'll join you once it's over. So about...
No, with Jack, we won't be joining them. This is pre-recorded, remember?
Well, we will be joining them.
Oh, because we're taking part in the quiz ourselves.
Because we're taking part tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah, of course. We'll just be sitting there watching the live stream. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Remembering the good old times of...
So maybe you've got a minute left to grab a drink as well.
Grab a drink. Make sure you're ready.
Grab a drink. Bit of clapping.
Excited quiz. All good fun.
Good stuff. Should we... Let's get that up. And we'll just do a reminder of Clap for Carers. We've had a lot of requests for people to give you time to clap for your carers. Remember, it's not just your healthcare workers, it's all emergency services, armed services, delivery drivers, shop workers, teachers, waste collectors, manufacturers, postal workers, cleaners, vets, engineers, and all those who are making an unbelievable difference in our lives in challenging times. Bravo, you're amazing. We'll see you,
there you go. So
in a couple of minutes after the clap.
We'll see you in a few minutes' time.
Woo! Ciao.
everyone enjoyed that and everyone took part. We certainly enjoyed it, didn't we, Tina? Yeah. Last time
I think my mic was muted. I love a bit of clapping, Lola. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Normally I hate the clap, but that one was lovely.
Classic one.
Classic. Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's quarantine quiz. Let's introduce ourselves. As you can see down below, my name is Lola Bido, and I'm going to be one of your hosts for this evening.
Oh, and me? This is Quarantina. I'm here, bring the sass to keep Lola Bido in her place. Shall we start with the some of the simple rules?
Let's go through some of the rules. So,
Rule number one, top rule: no cheating.
no cheating. That's no fun.
It's not. We're in it for the fun.
Exactly.
We're here to have a good time.
And
no googling, no phones.
Technically, there's nothing stopping you from cheating, but that's just not fun and that's not fair.
And we'll probably figure it out anyway.
We'll figure it out. If your scores look suspiciously high, then
we've got our SAS police out and about.
SAS police are out and about. Our number one golden rule. Second golden rule, please be respectful in the chat. We don't really want anyone feeling uncomfortable or threatened on the chat, so please use it for, social banter only, please. We want to keep it nice and happy. Well done to EasyJet001 who just clapped. Good for you. We're happy about that. Any other rules?
Oh, there are loads. We have. I'll put them up on screen. You can't see this, I'm afraid.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe
so here's the rules.
Do not close the tab with the question form. So when you're the one you're putting the answers in, don't close it. I think it might warn you. Don't close it. It will make life hellish. Don't share the link to the answer form with anyone in your team. We need one person filling a form. If you put multiple forms in, your whole team's
Tina,
disqualified.
I think you're a bit loud.
Am I loud now? That's excellent.
Yeah. You're a lot louder than Jasper was.
That's fantastic news. I'll sort that out for you all. Don't worry.
Perfect. So yeah, all the rules are up on screen. So it's mainly not really so much a rule, but just to make life easier for us and life easier for you when submitting your form. Please, as Tina said, only submit it once, because if you submit it another time, that won't count. And it will also make life more complicated for us, which isn't fun at all. We're all just here to have a good time and to have fun.
And probably the most important rule to help you guys flow is that the problem with the type form is amazing. The problem with it is that you can't have all the questions in one go. But until you press submit on the end of each round, you can just press there's a little in the bottom of your type form where the big yellow screen with the questions on it. There's some arrows, and you can click up and down and go to the old questions. So you can make changes.
In the bottom right corner, there's some arrows that you can use
to do whatever you want.
It's your sheet, so there you go. Whoa!
Steady on there, cowgirl.
Hello.
Final bit, the prize.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I think I showed them the Ferrari this week.
Oh, so we've got a big prize this week. We've really splashed out. So the prize for this week is courtesy of myself and Tina. We will put together an absolutely bitching party mixtape for you. So if you're planning on having a party when this is all over, we'll provide the mixtape. Isn't that fun? There'll be plenty of campy classics, chart toppers, and I don't know, some shit on there as well, I'm sure.
Well, and to add to that, what probably most of the viewers don't know, because most of the viewers don't know us, to be honest, Lola, they don't know that we actually used to DJ on the scene back in the 90s, right? So, it's probably a pretty good mixtape, don't worry.
We used to hit up Soho every Friday and Saturday and Sunday night. Right,
just in as well, I think we've got 100 teams, so should we quiz?
I think it's time to quiz. Yeah. So let's move on. So team captains, can you please make sure you've got your answer sheets at the ready and that your live chat is working well, so you can communicate with your team. And I'm going to go through round one and explain how round one works. So round one is going to be our general knowledge round. There are going to be 10 general knowledge questions, starting off easy and getting gradually more difficult as we move on. It is just simple. Type in your answer, and you'll have 1 page per answer. And you can always flick back using the little arrows in the corner. But we will go through each of the questions twice. I'll read through them twice. Once we've gone through all of the questions, we'll go through them one more time. So you'll hear each question 3 times. So if you miss one, that's kind of your fault. And that will be the end of the round, and we will move on to round number 2. So hopefully everyone's ready. Tina, are you ready? Okay, so let's get going. So round 1 is our general knowledge round. So starting off nice and easy. If you get this wrong, Lord help you. So question number 1. What month comes after June? And may I clarify, just to make sure people understand? Yes.
I think on our slides there, Lola, I'm not sure which one of us has made a little boo boo. With here to
That was me.
Which month comes after July?
Well, great.
I think we might need to reword that and make it. Which month is July? It's a free answer for you all. Well done. Everyone gets 1
Okay.
out of 51.
Well, there you go. So everyone's off to a flying start with 1 mark. So what month is July? There you go. We're going to rephrase it for you. What month is July? So what is the name of the month of July?
I think moving swiftly on to a fan favourite.
To our fan favourite. So question number 2 is, how many legs does an octopus have?
Do you have anything to add about this, Lola?
Not really. It's quite a contentious question, and there's lots of people with lots of opinions. So, put in what answer you see best fit. So, how many legs?
We're only
does
going
an
to stop
octopus...
asking this when we get 1,000 answers, maybe, and then we'll aggregate it, and then we'll tell you. We'll send a MailChimp out.
We're still in the
octopus
pursuit of
facts.
knowledge about octopuses and their legs. So, how many legs does an octopus have?
Okay,
let's move on to question number 3. So, which country is the wonky face painter and international sex pest Pablo Picasso originally from? So where does Pablo Picasso come from? What country does he come from? So that is question number 3. Please discuss it with your teams and put that in your answer sheet.
Ooh, it looks like we have a new website ready to go as well.
Ooh, that is exciting.
So look out for that next week and some big updates from the team. Oh, we didn't say anything about that, did we?
Okay, let's move on to question 4. That sounds like a good time to move on to question number 4. So question number 4 is kind of a joint history geography question. Ooh, I like joint questions. So the site of the ancient city of Troy is located in which modern day country? Did you ever see that film, Tina? Did you see Troy?
Is Troy the one? No, that's Gladiator. I don't think I have seen it.
Oh, it's good. It's got Brad Pitt in it. He looks gorgeous.
Smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Orlando
Bloom, not in that film. So, the site of the ancient city of Troy is located in which ancient city? In which modern day country?
Almost got it.
Oh, okay, nice and smooth this week.
Time for the next one? Or maybe let's slow it down a bit. We're jumping out the gates here.
We're pacing through them, aren't we?
We've got 15 minutes for this round. I think that's what we said, didn't we? Yeah, 15 minutes.
Plenty of time. So, Tina, do you remember when you gave me this pearl necklace? Disgusting.
Good times.
Good times.
Talking about things we can give each other. I'm feeling quite peckish.
Oh, I'm not ready. Give me a second.
Maybe I'll just have a little snacky snack right now. I'll get ready to give you yours in a second.
Ready
Did you
to
have a
receive.
do you have a nice little break there?
Nice little break. Ready to
We,
receive.
well, mine and Lola's favourite secret snack has got to be our all-time favourite. Has to be.
Oh, give it to me.
It's our naughty little secret. Chocolate sandwich fingers. What do you think?
Give it to me,
Would you
baby.
like
Give it to me
some?
good.
Here
Yes,
we go.
please.
Ready?
Gagging for one.
Woo!
Ready. Oh.
Oh! And we both get to enjoy them with the
Anyway,
beauty of the internet.
let's move on to question number 4.
Sure
So question
thing.
number 5. Question number 5 is a true or false question. So it's nice and simple, 50-50 chance of getting this one right. So question number 5, true or false, the largest herd of camels in the world is in Australia. Is that true or is that false? Put your answer in the answer sheet. Make sure you're discussing it with your teams, please.
I
So the
wonder how
largest...
Jack and Jasper are getting on the quiz. Should we have a look at their scores?
Can we check their scores already?
Yes, we can check everyone's
Ooh,
scores because
look at that.
we are
Wonders.
stronger than your average bear.
Oh, smart bear.
Should we? Let's go to the next one. I feel like it's probably time.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. So we're now on question number 6, which is going to be our sports question for the round. So as of last month, that's March, because we're now in April. As of last month, last month, who holds the world record for running the marathon with a time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds? So who is the current marathon world record holder?
And I think that should be. It's pretty debatable, right?
Contentious, do you think?
Yeah, contentious. Yeah, because he ran, or he or she ran the distance,
Good save.
but
Yeah, but with some did you choose on?
it wasn't in an official document like regulated marathon.
Well, that's why I'm saying as of this month, because it has actually been
Oh really?
yeah, it's been
No
official now.
way!
Woo! So there you go. Good news.
Good
Learning something
stuff.
new every day. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the world's fastest person with running the marathon? They ran the marathon in 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. So please discuss that with your teams and put that in your answer sheet for us, please. So that was question number 6. We're going to be moving on to question number 7 very shortly. Very shortly.
I had a big point to talk about. I
Got,
can't remember what it was.
lipstick on Guinness glass. Typical. All right, let's move on to question number 7. So question number 7. Drew Barrymore, yes, Drew Barrymore, and Adam Sandler, yes, Adam Sandler, have co-starred together in 3 separate films. The most recent being a film called Blended, and the film before that was called 50 First Dates. But what is the title of the first film that they co-starred in together? So what is the first film that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler co-starred in together? So that's question number 7.
That's a devilish question. I like it. Oh, the clock's back. You didn't stop it this week, Lola.
Oh, also, that is the wrong question. It's probably best to actually look at the slide. Ignore what I said. Let's have a peek at the slide.
Oh, it's not your night
Okay.
tonight, is it, Lola?
It's going to be a long night. Okay, so question number 7. Ignore the Drew Barrymore question. Ignore it. It's not relevant. Sorry, everybody. Ignore me. Let's have a look at the slide. Yes, yeah, I
If
can
you've
I can
clicked
see in the chat.
OK,
Look
click
at the
the
one in the
arrow
slide.
and go back up. Question 7. This is
So,
not Lola's night tonight.
actually, question number 7 for this round is who played James Bond between Sean Connery and Roger Moore? There you go. That's question 7 for round 1, general knowledge. Who played James Bond between Sean Connery and Roger Moore?
Off to a flying start. I think maybe next week we should leave it to the pros to take this over. Really, it's a lot harder than it
Yes.
looks, isn't it? Bloody
It's
hell.
very difficult. Yeah.
I'm impressed with those boys.
Mm. All right, so yeah, question number 7 was who played James Bond between Sean Connery and Roger Moore? So that's the one.
Just keeping them on their
Little
toes,
question.
right? Keeping them on their toes.
Keeping you on your toes. You
Here's a
wouldn't want
nice,
to,
here's a
you
nice
know,
one for the next question 8. Shall we go?
hopefully everyone's here for a nice rough night. Okay, let's move on. So, question number 8 is a nice kind of multiple choice question. There's only 2 options for this question. So, question number 8 is worldwide, which is the more popular pet? Is it more popular to have a cat or a dog? So, around the entire world, do more people have a pet cat or a pet dog? Which is the most popular pet between those two?
I think
Flash hearts
I'm a
to
dog
get it
girl,
together. I don't
so
know.
you know. I think I'll go for dogs on this one, Lola. Not,
You reckon you go for dogs? Well,
yeah,
I mean, you're used to a dogging site or two.
too easy.
Too easy. Low hanging fruit, they're my favourite.
Lola hanging fruit.
Lola hanging fruit, fantastic. All right.
We're all good. You good?
All
You ready?
right, let's move on.
You got the right sheet in front of you? People liked
Yes,
that one,
question
didn't
number
they?
9. Question
Number
number
9.
9. During the mid-90s, the battle of Britpop was between the bands Blur and Oasis, and it dominated the music scenes of the UK. If anyone can tell me who won, that'd be very much appreciated, because I don't know who actually won the battle of Britpop. But, moving on to the question, what is the title of Oasis's first number 1 single? So what is the title of Oasis's first number 1 single? So which one made number 1 in the UK charts first?
We can maybe put some Oasis in the mixtape for the winners.
We could put some Oasis in the mixtape for the winners. That'd be a nice
Write that one
idea.
down.
Write it down.
My
I'm gonna
memory's
have
not what it used to be.
All that crystal meth.
For beginners. Nice.
All right, so if everyone can make sure they've got an answer for question number 9, we're going to move on to question number 10 now. So this is the last question for the round. And this question has a special place in my heart. Question number 10 is the UK consumes more Guinness than any other sovereign state in the world. This is followed by Ireland. So, but which country consumes the 3rd highest amount of Guinness in the world? So the UK is number 1. The Republic of Ireland is number 2, but which is the 3rd highest consumer of Guinness in the world? So which country consumes more Guinness than any other except for the UK and Ireland?
UK is number 1.
UK is number 1.
I think we've had a few maybe latecomers, and welcome all latecomers. We are on question number 10, which doesn't look like
Tina and I are very used to latecomers.
But we will run through the questions quickly again. Just before we go, we've got 3 minutes, so if you're quick, you should be able to still get a very high score for this round.
Love.
Should we rewind, Lola?
Let's rewind.
Oh, you crack me up.
And rattle through the questions one more time. So we're going back to the beginning of round 1, our general knowledge round. So question number 1 for our general knowledge round is
write down July.
Write down July for me, please. That's question number 1. You're welcome. Okay, question number 2. How many legs does an octopus have? Try not to think about it too hard. We do mean legs, so can you please write down your answer for how many legs an octopus has? That's question number 2. Moving on to question number 3. So, the wonky face painter and international sex pest Pablo Picasso was born in which country? So, which country was Pablo Picasso born in? Question number 4 is our kind of history geography question, double penetration. The site of the ancient city of Troy is located in which modern day country? Moving on to question number 5. So question number 5 is our true or false round. So true or false, the largest herd of camels in the entire world is in Australia. Is that true or is it false? I couldn't tell you because that'd be cheating.
Getting ready for question number 7, Jack? Lola.
Question number 7. Don't worry, I'm giving people some time.
You got the right one in front of you this time?
Question number 6, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who is the current, so as of last month, so that's March, who is the current world record holder for the marathon with a time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds? So that's question number 6. Who holds the world record time for the marathon currently?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 7. Which actor played James Bond in between Sean Connery and Roger Moore? If you're a Bond buff, you might know the answer to that question.
Yeah, definitely not an easy one.
Not an easy one. You're going to have to think about it. Okay, let's move swiftly on to question number 8. So question number 8 is another multiple choice question. So worldwide, which is the more popular pet? Is it cats or dogs? So are there more pet cats or more pet dogs out there in the world? Think about it hard. We like it hard. Dirty. Okay, question number 9 for this round, so a penultimate question, is during the 1990s there was a battle with Britpop bands between Blur and Oasis, but we'd like you to tell us what was the title of Oasis's first UK number 1 single? So what was Oasis's first UK number 1 single? So that's question number 9. And very quickly, we're going to move on to question number 10. So question number 10 is the UK consumes more Guinness than any other sovereign state or country, I guess you could say, closely followed by Ireland. But which country is the 3rd highest consumer of Guinness in the entire world? So it goes the UK, and then it goes Ireland. Who's number 3? Where's that finger going to go? Where's it going to go? Who's number 3? The magic finger.
Good stuff.
Lovely stuff. So that concludes round number 1. So make sure you've filled something in for every single answer. Discuss it as a team. So team captains, now is the time to submit your answers for that round. And we'll move quickly on to round number 2. So round number 2 is our picture round.
Woo! Cryptic pictures.
Cryptic
One of the
pictures.
fave rounds from quarantine quiz history. What have the rounds been so far, Jack?
Our first week, we had a round called Beaver or Diva, where we would have 5 pictures, and you'd have to tell us whether those pictures were of a beaver's hair or a diva's hair. Quite a few people did very well on that one, so I don't know how many beavers you've been hanging around, but I tell you what, mine is hairy right now. Quarantine. Last week, we had a very exciting round, which was called Sherry. Do you believe in that? That's Sherry. Or Scary. So we had 5 different outfits. Did they belong to, our queen Cher, or did they belong to a spooky character from a film? This week, because I'm really struggling for ideas, we've got a round called Kylie. That is the original Kylie Minogue. I tell you what, Tina, I was absolutely devastated that when I just Googled Kylie, it came up with loads of pictures of Kylie Jenner. I was devastated.
No way.
No way.
What's the world come to?
So I had to type in Kylie Minogue to get the right one. So we want you to know if these pictures, which are going to be coming up bing, on your screen, are they pictures of Kylie Minogue, so that's our Kylie, or maybe you remember her from Wheel of Fortune, Carol Smiley. So we're going to have five pictures, and you need to tell us is the picture of Kylie or Smiley. The pictures are also on your question sheets, so team captains, you can have a really good look at those. But everyone else, if you have a quick peekity peek, at your screens, we will have all the pictures of Kylie or Smiley up there. So we've got picture number one. Is that a picture of Kylie Minogue, or is that Carol Smiley? Picture number two, same question. Picture number three, bet you're never going to guess what I'm going to ask you. That's right. Picture number four, is that Kylie or Smiley? And picture number five, is that a picture of Kylie Minogue or Carol Smiley? We're going to give you a few minutes to have a look at those and type those into your answer sheets. Remember, if you need to change an answer or go back, you can use the little arrows in the bottom corner to flick between the questions. But make sure you're discussing these as a team and getting as many points as you can, because points mean, Tina.
I'm covered by a timer, but prizes!
Yay!
I've taken
All
you
right,
off.
so enjoy. Hello, quizzes. We're back. Hope you missed us, and hope you've made your way through that picture round. Trying to, got your detective hats on and your magnifying glasses to work out are those pictures of Kylie or Smiley. So I tried to find as decent images as possible, but between those two, uh, Jasper, I think someone might have heard one of the songs from the music round.
Yeah, the music round just got involved a little bit, just because it wanted to.
Yeah.
It's coming in a bit anyway, so it's all good.
So that's quite a good segue. So we're going to be moving on to the music round now. So if you haven't
Oh
already,
no!
please.
Whoa! Slow down there, Lola. We
I'm
are
going to have to miss
still
it.
waiting on Quiz Minelli, JLU. These are team names. Home Aloners, Vanilla Isolation, Magnificent Seven. Where are you, Magnificent Seven? There are 7 of you. There should only be 6, though. Max of 6. Mary's Birthday Party, Vanilla Isolation, Wild Boys, Wild Girls, Gin or Fix It. Gin or Fix It, you've been with us every single week. Come on, guys. The Squinter PP, James's Small Cucumber, Hanele's Heroes, Bog Mafia, another classic. Rat Bag and Boo. We're waiting for you all to submit.
Just give James a small cucumber prize. Just screw the rest of the evening. They deserve it.
I guess they get best team name then. That's decided by Lola right here and now.
Every week.
That's 13 teams we're missing. We've got 100 in though, so that's good enough for us, really. 100's a big number.
Good enough for us. Please submit your answer sheets as soon as possible.
Shall we just go through into music?
Let's go through to the music round. So let's move on to round number 3, the music link round. So I'm just going to have a quick little explanation of this round because some people don't seem to get the hang of it. So we're going to play you 4 songs. They're fairly well-known songs and they will all share some sort of link. So what you need to do is write down the title. That's the title of each song. So I know it says song 1 through 5, but 5 should actually be the link. So we've got 4 songs, 1 link. So question number 5 is the link. So we're going to play 4 songs and they will all share some sort of link, and that is to do with the titles of the songs. We don't want to know who the band is or the performing artist.
Don't care.
We just want to know the title of each of these tracks. So we're going to play each track through twice, and then we'll play them through one more time at the end of the round. So you're going to hear each track 3 times. So listen carefully. Make sure you're putting something in that trap of yours and opening your ears nice and wide.
And
so you
Lola,
can hear
just so you know,
yes.
I'm going to mute you for this.
Perfect. I would.
So don't try and talk.
I won't.
Fantastic. Should we start with number 1?
Okay.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. While the sun is bright, or in the darkest night, no one knows.
Oh, let's go through into 2. You ready for 2? Let's go for 2. Oh, that wasn't 2. Let's go for 2. Give you 2 again. And 3. And 4. There we go. All right, Jack's back online.
Back online. I don't know
How
who
did everyone
Jack
find
is.
that? Oh, Lola. So sorry.
You, old
I
Tina.
just have a hint of
So
Jack.
those were all 4 of our tracks. So we want you to write down the titles of those tracks. Don't want to know the artist. Don't know. Don't care. And then what links all of those tracks. So it is quite an easy one this week. They started off quite tricky a couple of weeks ago, and they've gotten easier. You crazy people. If you would like any of these songs on your party playlist, just let us know.
We've got them
All
prepped
right.
already.
We are just going to run through them, all 5 of them, back to back, one more time.
4 of them.
Just 4 of them. We're
She's
going
not
to
on
run through
top
all
form
4.
tonight.
You know me. It's Thursday. I've been out the past 4 days. Feeling sleepy. So we're going to run through those 4 tracks one more time. So let's do it. Go on, Tina.
We'll give you a second. Turn up your volume. Turn it up if it was a bit quiet. It's not going to be any louder this time. My end is maxed. So turn up your volume. I'll keep quiet. And I'll play the songs as loud as I can. In a second.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. Why?
Some people are saying it's frozen, but some people are saying it's super frozen. I like that. Hello, everybody. It's me, your goddess, Lola. If people have worked out the not naughtiness, but the sexual connotations of my name, please let me know. You can send me an email at lo.la.bebo@bebo.org. Don't know if you can hear me. All right. So what a perfect time to have some technical difficulties. This actually marks the halfway point of our quiz. So the first 3 rounds mark the halfway point of your quiz. So if you're happy with all of your answers for round 3, the music link rounds, then you can click that submit button and we are going to go on a short little breaky break. And you can join us again for the second half of the quiz whilst we try and solve these little technical issues in about 10 or 15 minutes time. So go pour yourself a drink. I know I'll be doing that. I'll be doing a couple other things. I think his name is Jim. And join us for the second round of the quiz. So join us at 9 o'clock for the second half of the quiz, and we will be back online and ready to welcome you back. So go pour yourself a drink, have a little chat, and make sure you submit your answers. We'll be back shortly. Love ya. Bye. You can't see me, so I'm dancing away. My name's Lola Bedo, and I'm not a.
Hello, quizzers. This is your fabulous host, Quarantina. Sorted out our issues. We'll be back with you. Give you a 10-minute little break. You have a little chat with your teammates, say hi to them. We'll be back with you shortly.
hello everyone. Hope you're enjoying the halftime break. We certainly are. I'm a bit halftime broken after seeing Big Jim. Thank you so much to everyone who has played the first half of the quiz, and we hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you've already filled in all your, well, you have filled in all your answers. Now would be a great time to like and subscribe. So you can like this video, you can subscribe to our channel so you never miss a quiz. And of course you can go on our Instagram. So you can either hit us up on @TheQuarantineQuiz, or you can tag us with the hashtag #TheQuarantineQuiz. So if you've got any screenshots or if you've joined us with our outfits, we'd really like to see how you guys are enjoying your week. So use this time wisely. Make sure you've got a drink in hand and make sure you're keeping it social, because we want to put the social back into social isolation. Isn't that right, Tina?
I thought it was social distancing.
It is, isn't it? You know, social distancing doesn't have to be a drag, except for when it does. Lovely.
We've got we've got scores ready, so we'll give you a minute just to chill, get ready, come get your teammates to come back, give them a ring.
Get back in
If they're
position,
not,
everyone.
they're not on they've gone, somewhere else, and we'll get involved. We'll do some answers. We will. How do we want to do this? Yeah, do some answers.
We'll go through all the answers to the first half of the quiz. You lucky people.
Let me know when you're ready, Lola.
I'm all good to go. Do you reckon our captive audience are good to go?
We'll give them 30 seconds. How about that?
30 seconds. Oh, that'll be nice.
I can mute you if you wanted.
No, don't mute me. Never mute me. If Mary O'Connor is watching, happy birthday, Mary. Love you very much. I hope you're enjoying the evening. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us.
We've
Beautiful
also
girls.
other shout outs include a shout out for pint machines because you've entered yourself twice somehow. Stop entering yourself twice, pint machines. We know who you are.
Classic. They obviously saw that subscribe button twice because they were hitting the pints.
Shall we go for a cheeky little answer?
I wonder.
I wonder.
Okay, let's go
set up
through the answers. So, hope everyone is back in their seats. Hope everyone has had a time to refill your beverages and have a chat with your team members, because we want to keep it social. We are going to go through the answers of the whole first half of the quiz. So we're going to start off with round one, our general knowledge round. So the first question, and pretty much we gave everyone a point for this one. What month comes? Well, just write down the month July. That's what we told you to do. You cheeky little people who wrote down August. We just told you write down July.
We told you to ignore that.
Ignore the picture. Anyway, so the answer we were looking for when writing down the month July was July. Well done. Good hustle, everybody. Question number 2. How many legs does an octopus have? Now, people who have played this game before will know that the answer is actually 0. There are 0 legs on an octopus. But wait to find out what it is next week.
Now, Lola has a different opinion on this. Jack has one way of thinking about it. Lola has another. The correct answer this week is 0. Right?
It's
right,
0.
Lola? Yeah.
They've got 0
legs. That's just life. Quizmaster's always right.
Exactly. The Quizmaster is always right. And I'm the Quizmaster this week. So Jack and I often argue about this, but then we have fantastic makeup sex. Right, moving on to question number 3. Which country does Pablo Picasso, where was he born? He was born in the country of Spain, España.
A lot of Spains there. That was pretty good. Well done, everyone.
Lovely. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, that was
very
good.
clever.
Like that.
You clever people.
Yeah.
Question number 4. The site of the ancient city of Troy is located in which modern-day country? The answer to that one was Turkey. Is it Christmas
Pretty,
already?
pretty 50-50 there, I'd say. Lots of
Oh yeah,
Greeces, couple of
lots of Greece.
Iraqs, some
Oh,
Macedonias. Good shouts,
lovely.
all good
Yeah,
shouts.
all
But
nearby. Very good.
Turkey was the answer. On to the
Okay.
next one.
Some people were shocked at the octopus answer. Okay, let's move on to question number 5.
I mean,
True
it
or
was always going to be
false? The
debate,
largest
wasn't it?
herd of camels in the world is in Australia. The answer to that one was true. The largest herd of camels is, in fact, in Australia. So well done, anyone who's put down true for that one. How's the split on that, Tina?
I'd say majority true. Well done, all you
Majority
guys.
true. Well
Ah,
done, you guys.
big
Good
points
job.
so far.
Lovely. Let's move on to question number 6. Oh, I know something I was supposed to do in the break. I was supposed to find out how to say this guy's name.
Oh, I can. Oh, I don't think I can do the first name. I can do the surname.
Take it away, Dino. You can just do the last bit, because that's what we're really looking out for.
It's Eliud Kipchoge, isn't it? Simple.
Yeah. So who's got the marathon world record time? It's Eliud Kipchoge. That fella.
It's Kipchoge.
Kenyan.
That's the surname. The on the vapor flies, isn't it? That's how they're doing it.
Yeah.
With a piece
Quickety
of graphite
quick.
and some aeroplane foam.
Yeah, I like to call them quickety quick.
Top stuff.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Let's move on to question number 7. So question number 7 was our film round, and that was who played James Bond between Sean Connery and Roger Moore. Now,
I think a lot of people got that, Lola.
what, the correct answer or the correct answer?
Yeah, so about 50% correct there.
Okay, so we would actually accept 2 answers for this question. So most people, I'm sure, would put the actor George Lazenby. So if you put George Lazenby, you're sort of right. But really, the correct answer is no one. No one actually played James Bond in between the 2. Because George Lazenby played James Bond in between Sean Connery and Sean Connery. Whereas Sean Connery passed the baton on to Roger Moore. So we'll take George Lazenby, but technically you're wrong, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Next one.
Let's move on. Chop, 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 chop. So question number 8. Worldwide, which are the more popular pets? Is it cats or dogs? It is cats. So there are 75 million pet cats in the world, where there's only 70 million pet dogs in the world. So
Again, pretty
some people might
50-50 on
that
that one.
answer, but the truth can be upsetting sometimes. So cats won that one. So cats are actually the more popular pet around the world. Moving on, question number 9. What was Oasis's?
A lot of people got this one.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
it was a tricky question. I did say they get trickier as time goes on. Question number 9. What was Oasis's first UK #1 single? It was Some Might Say. So Some Might Say was their first single, and that was on the 24th of April 1994. So ahead of any of their other singles.
Well done for you who got that one.
Well done, you clever people who got that one. And moving on to question number 10. Question number 10 is the UK consumes more Guinness than any other country. Ireland is a close second. What is the 3rd highest consumer of Guinness in the world? It is the country of Nigeria. So Nigeria consumes the 3rd highest amount of Guinness in the world. Good
Fair amount of
facts.
people got that one too. Well done you. Lots of
Well done to
Americas,
you.
which is a good guess. Good guess all around. I guess they'd be pretty close, wouldn't they? Who was the top 5? Do you know, Lola?
No. So let's move on. Round number 2. Kylie or Smiley. So we had 5 different pictures, all of which were pictures of either Kylie Minogue, Pop Princess, or Carol Smiley from Wheel of Fortune. What's the other one? The Changing Rooms. She had Changing Rooms in the 90s.
There was some
So we had 5 different pictures.
heavy, big scores in this round. Big scores all around. Well done, all.
I thought it was a rather tricky round because they've got very similar bone structures. So, picture number 1. I don't know what she's doing in this picture. I think she's, trying to enjoy a nice sip of water. But that was a picture of Carol Smiley enjoying a hose there. We've all enjoyed drinking from a hose from time to time. Picture number 2, that is a picture of Kylie Minogue, looking lovely in something similar to what I'm wearing. She's obviously got a great taste in fashion, obviously. Picture number 3, that is a picture of Carol Smiley accepting an award there. That's a television award. That's not a music award. So that's Carol Smiley in picture 3. Picture number 4, that is Kylie Minogue on one of her album covers. So that's a picture of Kylie. And picture number 5 is also a picture of Kylie Minogue. So the order for round number 2 was Smiley, Kylie, a Smiley, a Kylie, a Kylie. So there you go. So that's the answer to round number 2. Tina, you said everyone did very well on that round. So well done to you. Well done to you indeed. Lovely. Big scores all round.
Despite how badly we did the old songs, seems like people had a pretty good smattering of those too. Well done.
Everyone got in there. Well done. Okay, so...
Are we going to attempt to play them again?
We're not going to attempt to play them again. So the first song that we played in our music link round was the song Ruby Tuesday by the Rolling Stones. So we're only looking for the title track. So we're looking for Ruby Tuesday as your answer for question 1 of round number 3. The second song to be played, hopefully, was Sunday Morning by the Velvet Underground and Nico from their album, The Velvet Underground and Nico. Question number 3 on round number 3, the music link, was Friday, I'm in Love by The Cure. One of my favourite songs. Do you like that song, Tina?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Love it. You're in love, aren't you, Tina?
You're an absolute huge Cure fan, aren't you? I know you.
I'm a huge Cure fan, yeah.
If you're thinking about The Cure for your mixtape, the future winners.
Yeah.
Lola's your girl.
Yeah. It must be nice to be in love, Jasper. I mean, Tina. Whoops. Slipping the tongue. I'm known for my slips of the tongue.
Those Guinnesses are going straight to your head.
Gina. Right, and track number 4 was I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats. So if we go through all of those tracks one more time, we had Ruby Tuesday, Sunday Morning, Friday, I'm in Love, and I Don't Like Mondays. So what's our link there, Tina?
Days of the week, of course. Don't be silly.
Days of the week, of course. Probably one of our easier music rounds. So hopefully people did well on that round. Well done to you. Clever people. Lovely, lovely. All did fantastically well. So that is all the answers to them. What's that, Tina?
Have we got any other talking points? Any ground rules? Any shout outs? I don't know. People last week loved the shout out, not this week.
Yeah, I'm not so big on the shout outs this week. Anyway, just quick look at that.
Round 4?
Heavily. She says maybe we could put the answers on the screen. That might be a good idea. Maybe we could include that in future quizzes. Okay.
It's not a today.
So we're now going to pop over to the second half of the quiz. So we start the second half of the quiz with round 4, which is another picture round. This is our picture puzzle round. So the pictures will be put up on the whole of your screen.
I've put them up over here for now. And then we'll disappear and we'll make it big for you so you can all
Lovely. See. So we have lots and lots of pictures there, which are all going to be merged together. You're going to combine them to make common, I guess probably British phrases. So 4 common British phrases. I'm not sure how often they get used in other parts of the world. But so 4 common British phrases. So if you have a look at the pictures, you've got lots of different pictures there. The first picture, you've got a bunch of burly gentlemen wearing some sort of sporting uniform. What team do they belong to? What's the name of that team? Because that one's actually very important because you're going to use both parts of their team name. So for separate questions. So they're called the something. somethings. I'm
Devil
a
over
devil
there.
this week. They're called the something somethings, and you're going to use both part of those somethings to help you work out what the common phrases are. So we've got four common
Don't give them too
phrases,
many hints. We
lots
can
of
always come
pictures.
back and drop some hints.
We can drop some hints. So next picture, you've got some savory goods. What are they called? They're called steak somethings. That something is what you're looking for. Anyway, share. Well, take your time. Look at the pictures, and you're going to be coming up with four common phrases. So each phrase you get correct is worth 4 points. So lots to play for. So we're going to put it up nice and big on the screen so everyone can see. And the team captain, maybe you can give them some extra advice about how many words are in each phrase,
Oh no,
how
we
many
got that on the
letters are in.
screen too. You good.
Oh, lovely.
We are
Okay, we're going
winning
to toddle
tonight.
off now. We're going to toddle off. So you guys enjoy yourself, and we will be back again in 5 or so minutes.
We probably won't have a timer for that. Well, think about a timer. Ciao.
Hello. It is not a line of pictures per answer. All the pictures are jumbled up in a non-specific order. So you might use a picture from line 1 and a picture from line 4 with another picture from line 1 and then a picture from line 3. So they are all in a jumbled up order. You do not use the line of pictures for each common phrase. Let's go back on.
So am I. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying that round. Hopefully, it's not too tricky. So we've got lots of common phrases, I guess British phrases. We're going to give you more time. Don't worry.
I
We'll
guess,
just say hello.
well, should we, you done? You ready? You ready to go on to the next round, or do you want a bit more time?
No.
Whack a little, I think you have to subscribe if you want to comment. Subscribe to the YouTube.
People are saying they need more time.
Okay,
So
that's fine. We'll give you some more time.
That's fine.
Maybe another
All right,
3 minutes. Set the timer.
You take your time.
We'll put the timer
3
up.
minutes.
See you in 3. And, if you've got some time left over after that, maybe grab a little drinky poo or, have a bit chat with your friends who you haven't seen for a while. See you in a
Chat.
bit. Hello! Lola's on mute, so she's just being silly, don't worry. She just went off to prep for the next round, which is going to be another fan, I think a new fan favourite.
You hope.
Now you're unmuted, Lola, so you can take it away.
Hello,
Do we
everybody.
still need some more time? I think we're maybe getting close to the limit, the amount of time that we really want to give. We could maybe find some time for a few shout outs. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
Lola.
Happy belated birthday to Sue Jardine.
Yeah.
Lovely. Happy belated birthday to you.
I saw some more up before that. Alex Kavanagh.
Ooh, lovely.
Had a shout out to Ed Mason. Mason.
Hello, Ed Mason.
I've seen you've been enjoying the quizzes. Well, I've seen your name throughout the weeks. Well done, you. I think there was there's the most northern team geographically. Who do you reckon that one is?
Us.
Yeah, because we're actually in
Yeah.
Edinburgh. So
We're in Iceland.
Tomo Armstead, you don't win. You don't win almost northern. Um, Shout outs for happy birthday to Hannah Soloway, you old.
Lovely.
Shout out to Miles, who should go home. Go home, Miles.
Go home whilst you're drunk.
I think that's probably enough time. How are people
All right.
saying
Hopefully
anything?
everyone's having enough time. So if you can, please fill in all your answers for that round for us, please, and click the submit button as quickly as you can. Because we will be moving on very, very shortly to our penultimate round, which is called Not So Lonely Planet. I will explain how this round works in a second. We're just going to give everyone a few more seconds to submit their answers for that round. So the picture puzzle round. It's a bit tricky this week. Some rounds are easy, some are tricky. That's how I roll.
You can't win them all, can you, Lola? Can't win them all.
Unless you're called Lola Bedo.
Is that they get a submission on that one? Yep. You got to click submit, people. We've got no answers in yet. Come on, people, submit that thing. Otherwise, you're going to miss the whole of round
Minutes.
5.
Quickly as you can.
We'll give you a minute. How about that? Little cheeky minute.
1 minute
to submit.
to go. Quickly,
I
quick.
think I lost my timer. Whew. Sort that one out. It's not good stuff. What's a girl to do without a timer that goes down to the thousandth of a second? Because we like to keep it incredibly specific on this show.
I like specifics.
There we go. Oh, it's back. Boom. That's a minute. Should we have a little pause?
Okay. Let's go.
A little pause, Lola?
Oh, don't submit because the 2 rounds are attached.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just wait. That's cool. We're good to go. Should we go straight into 5? Maybe we should go straight into 5.
Well done. Let's go to round number 5. Oh dear. Yeah. Well done, people in the chat. So, round number 5, which you've all been waiting patiently to start and not submitting. Well done, you clever people. Is a round called Not So Lonely Planet. So I've been flicking through my bean mainly, but a number of other things. I've been flicking through my Lonely Planet guides. Come on, Tina.
I'm on board secretly.
And looking at the blurby blurbs at the back, which describe the country in few words. So what we are looking for you to do is to write down which country you think this Lonely Planet guide is describing from the blurb. So I'm going to read out the blurb twice per country, and then we'll go through them one more time at the end of the round. So the first one is quite short. If they mention the country or a capital city, I might leave it out because that's going to be a bit of a giveaway. So numero uno. If your Mediterranean fantasies feature a balmy day by sapphire waters in the shade of the ancient walled towns, said place is the place to turn them into reality. So I'm going to read that one more time for you. Which country am I describing? If your Mediterranean fantasies feature balmy days by sapphire waters in the shade of ancient walled towns, blah-de-blah, it's a place where you can turn them into reality. So which country am I describing there? So just write down the name of the country for me, please. Are you going to pass me another bicky? Oh, here we go. Ready and waiting. Oh. Got it. Still fresh. Okay. Country number 2, described on the back of this Lonely Planet guide. So, herds of antelope on the Serengeti, dhows on the Zanzibar coast, red-robed Maasai warriors, and brilliant corals in the sparkling seas. Ooh, which country am I describing there using this Lonely Planet guide for help? So, herds of antelope across the Serengeti, dhows on the Zanzibar coast, red-robed Maasai warriors, and brilliant corals in the sparkling seas. Which country am I describing there, please?
I think
Oh,
people are
Rory's
onto
asking
us
us
there,
that.
Lola.
Rory's asking if that's my third Guinness. No, Rory, it's
Well,
my fifth Guinness.
with our
Thank
biscuit
you.
techers.
Mm.
It
Let's
warps
move
through the
swiftly
Edinburgh
on.
air. Yeah, biscuit time.
Swiftly on. Question number 3. Which country am I describing here? Controversial and just a bit conflicted. This country is a nation like no other. Rhythmic, colourful, sophisticated, and whimsical, all in one sumptuous breath. So, which country am I describing there? So, controversial and just a bit conflicted. This country is a nation like no other. It's rhythmic, colourful, sophisticated, and whimsical, all in one sumptuous breath. I think that's quite a worthy description of me, actually. Moving on. So, we will do a leaderboard at the end. Okay. Make sure you filled in an answer for that one. We're going to go on to question number 4 for this round. So, which country am I describing here? Let's hit the roads for a classic journey through forests, fields, metropolis, and oses. I don't know what oses are. Whether it's day tripping from Shavadabur, cruising along the Namanama, or delving into the Boobity-Boo, or driving to the Shemana coast, this definitive guide inspires you to go to the distance to discover this country's very best. So, known for having road trip potentials, they've got forest fields, metropolises, and oses. You can go from one corner of this country to another along a very famous river and to a big, well-known site. I can't really give you any more information. They list a lot of well-known places in this country.
It's a pretty big place.
Big place filled with
Big
big
place.
people. Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
you went there.
Oh,
Not again.
I like tangerines.
That's a
Okay,
pretty difficult round, Lola. I'm gonna put
it
it
is
out there.
quite difficult.
Difficult
I
round,
like to challenge
but
people.
quiz isn't without its challenges.
Exactly. And finally, number 5 for this round. Chill out on the beaches of the Rodriguez. Clamber up the smouldering Piton de la Fournaise. Dive the crystal clear waters of the Beurre Vallon. Indulge in Creole seafood extravaganza and discover your own something ocean paradise with Lonely Planet. So chill out on the beaches of Rodriguez. Clamber up the smouldering Piton de la Fournaise. Dive the crystal clear waters of the Beurre Vallon and indulge in a Creole seafood extravaganza. Discover your own something ocean paradise with this Lonely Planet. So, what place could I be describing there?
That is genuinely the first time I've heard them all. Well done,
Lovely.
Lola. What a round. How long should we give them for that? Minute? Have a think about
We'll
it.
just give you
Does anybody need any repeats on that? Put it in
well, we'll
the
go
chat.
through them all. We'll
You,
go through them one more time all
you
together.
kind woman.
I am a kind, I'm a giver. I'm a giver and I'm a receiver. Depends how much you pay me.
I'm
All
getting
right.
highlights of the comments coming through to
Okay.
on my telephone.
Let's go through them one more
Thank you for
time.
all
So
the good
this is
comments,
question number
people.
one for this round. All right. The question number one for this round: if your Mediterranean fantasies feature balmy days by sapphire waters in the shades of ancient walled towns, is the place to turn them into reality. So that was question number one. Question number two. Oh, I put them in a funny order. Herds of antelope on the Serengeti, dhows on the Zanzibar coast, red-robed Maasai warriors, and brilliant coral in a sparkling sea. Lonely Planet shows you the best that Manama has to offer. Lovely. Country number three for this round. Controversial and just a little bit conflicted. Shabadababa is a nation like no other. Rhythmic, colourful, sophisticated, and whimsical, all in one sumptuous breath. And don't write low libido. It's very flattering, but it's not correct. Number four for this round is hit the road on a classic Mimina journey through forest fields, metropolises, and oases. Whether it's day tripping from one end of the country to the other, going across a very famous river, or perhaps going to a large canyon-like place, or driving to a very well-known place coast. This is your definitive guide. Lovely. And number five, we've got chill out on the beaches of Rodriguez, climb up the smouldering Piton de la Fournaise, dive the crystal clear waters of the Beurre Vallon, and indulge in a Creole seafood spectacular. So there you go. Those are all the clues to different countries described by Lonely Planet. Please make sure you've put down an answer for which country you think I am describing using a blurb.
Solid round, solid round. Difficult one for the cheaters, I think, especially. So, if you have been googling all your answers, we will be able to absolutely nail you on this round. How about that?
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Mm-hmm.
that? Should we crack on? I've got it
Okie
ready.
doke.
It's a knockout.
It's a
Take me through the
knockout.
rules, Lola.
So, it's a knockout. It's slightly different. So it is another
Oh, I
general
think
knowledge round.
that's a clicky click. Submit. They're coming in fast. I can
Oh,
see
make
them.
sure you submit.
We've
Submit
got
round
30
five.
in. We'll give it till about 50, and then we'll just crack on. Because those need to be submitted now. Here they
Submit it
come.
now. Here you go.
Whoa, people doing well in the pitch around there. Do you want to tell them the best thing since sliced bread story, Lola?
I like bread. Um, oh, so when our good friends Jack and Jasper used to quiz on the reg, they never really had a settled down quiz team name until they went to one quiz where there were some
Fabled.
common phrase pitch around questions, and they decided that one of the common phrases must be pass the ham. Their answer was so spectacularly wrong, they decided this was going to be their quiz team name from here to eternity. So if you've ever quizzed with a team called Pass the Ham, I'm sure you had a terrific night.
And
Please make sure
should
you've
we crack on
submitted.
with a little leaderboard as well? Should we talk leaderboards?
No,
Should we do
let's
it?
not do
Let's
that.
do a top 10. Let's do a top
We've got a
10.
schedule.
No,
Schedule.
no, we're good. We're good. We've got loads of
All
time.
right.
People are still
Okay.
submitting.
Okay.
Top 10. The goats of. How do you say it? Come
Oh, I'm
on.
sorry.
Come on, biscuit girl.
I'm enjoying a biscuit. The goats of Landudno are coming for something.
For you. In number
You.
one, we got. That's with 19 at half time. 19 out of 20.
It's
Well
all
done
been
to you.
moved about on my screen, Tina. Oh,
Oh, okay. We're gone. I saw Sakura Fora. You were in second place. Very well done.
Hall and Oates. Good to
It's
see you again.
shifting fast as you guys are submitting rounds. Well done to you. Maybe we'll just give
It's
that an
Quiznos time.
applause.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah. I think we got 70 in now. That's pretty good. If you still haven't submitted, submit your answers. We'll see them come through. People did well on the pictures. People did pretty well on the countries. It was a difficult round, but you did pretty well. Should we go through to knockout? Think people are
Let's
ready
do
for a
it.
knockout? 10 seconds?
Let's do it.
2 seconds? Have we got anything else to
Smells
say?
like egg. Huh?
Has it got to that time of night already, Lola? It's only 9:30. I know
Yeah.
you can't see the time anymore, but oh no, that was when you were wearing your sunnies. When Jack was wearing his sunnies. Sorry, so sorry.
I am on the clock.
Yeah, okay, let's go for it. It's a knockout. Boom.
It's a knockout. So, how this round works, it is a general knowledge round, but with a twist, because we all like a bit of a twist. If you are 100% sure on the answer, by all means, write that answer down. But if you are guessing, if you're guessing the answer, and if you are unsure, it's best not to write anything down at all. Because if you get one wrong answer on this round, you will receive a score of 0 points for the entire round. Tina, you take over.
Okay, we'll put you on a little mute time, and I'll carry on. All right. So as simple as you go through with 10 questions. Every single one gets you 1 point. If you answer the question wrong, you get 0 points for the whole round. So if you don't know the answer, just leave it blank. That's cool. You'll still get points for the round. Lola's still having a little giggle here. You'll still get points if you do some skips. She's having a hard time. She's getting her hot flush on. Yeah, so points for only correct answers, 0 points for the whole entire round. I can't stress this enough. We've had so many catastrophic losses. The people that would have done fantastically, who just guessed one. I don't know why. Why I guess it's not worth it. If you get one, is better than donut, right? You all clear on that? Over to Lola.
Okay, Lola's back in the room. Janine knows what I'm talking about. Hi, Janine. Good guess. Right, so let's move on to It's a Knockout. So, question number one for It's a Knockout is, you might have heard this one before. Drew Barrymore, yes, that Drew Barrymore, and Adam Sandler have co-starred in 3 films together. The most recent being Blended, and the one before that was 50 First Dates. But what was the title? So the title of the film that they both co-starred in together. So the first film that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler co-starred in together. So you're just writing down a film title for that question. So if you know the name of the title of the film that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler co-starred in together, please write that down for us. That's question number one. Yeah, people are encouraging me to think more.
but purely because they want to see your foamy tash. I mean, we could do a little zoomy zoom.
Zoomy zoom. I mean, you
Yeah.
can do. I mean, Freddie or Mikey, if you want to. Freddie or Mikey, if you ever want to take me out, buy me a Guinness. You're welcome to.
Where's your favourite?
All right, let's move on. Question number 2 for It's Knockout. How many US states share a border with Mexico? So how many US states share a border with Mexico? So if your US geography is any good, you might be able to tell us the answer to that question. How many US states share a border with Mexico? So that's question number 2 for our final round. It's a knockout. All right, question number 3 for its knockout round is one of my favourite questions of all time. Which character in season 1 of South Park did George Clooney provide a voiceover for? So George Clooney provided a voice for a character in the first season of South Park. What is the name of that character?
Big question for South Park fans.
It is a good question. It's actually a semi-well-known general knowledge question because it's quite obscure. So if you know
It's
it,
not too
put down
bad.
an answer. If you're unsure, leave it blank. Leave it blank. It's not worth it. So that's question number 3 for its knockout round.
Oh, you're getting the Tash
Okay.
questions again, Lola.
Everyone loves the Tash. Is it real? Yes, it's real.
Question number 4. How about that?
How down there, I can never tell. That's the whole reason why I've got it. Question number 4 for its knockout. If someone suffers from trypophobia, what do they have a fear of? So if someone's suffering from trypophobia, what do they have a fear of?
I'm going to take that one down pretty quickly so people can't Google. Next.
Next. We're going on to question number 5 of its knockout. So there have been many kings of France with the name, or the title, I guess, Louis. But just how many Louis, kings of France, have there been? How many Louis, the kings of France, have there been? So you need to make sure that they are definitely kings. How many Louis, the kings of France, have there been? That is question number 5. Make sure you get an answer down when you're discussing it with your teams. Okay, question number 6. What is the most number of the most number of Grammys won in a single evening is 8. There are 2 recording artists that have. What are you talking about, Tina?
We're good. We're back on track.
Okay.
I was distracted by comments.
Let me start over. So question number 6. Rewind. So question number 6 for its knockout is the most number of Grammys won in a single evening is 8. There are 2 recording artists that can claim to have done this. If you can name either artist for us, so you don't need to name both. If you can name either of the artists that won 8 Grammys in one evening, you'll earn yourself a nice point. Lovely.
Where was that from?
So name one of the 2 artists that won 8 Grammys in one evening.
Where's all the shouting in the background, Lola? Is that you?
It's me. Okay, hopefully you've had enough time for question number 6. We're going to go through all the questions one more time at the end of the round. So if you've missed it, don't worry, we'll come back to it. Question number 7. Nice quick question. Which continent has the most countries within it?
So
which continent has the most?
There's pretty much 2 of them that it could be. Right?
Yeah, there's 2 of them, probably.
Yeah.
It's not Antarctica. I'll give you that one for free.
Probably not Australasia either. We'll give you that one.
I mean, there's lots of
any of those on the score sheet.
Tiny islands.
Why waste a point?
Make sure you're sure. Okay, let's move on to question number 8. So question number 8, this person was known as the father of genetics. This Austrian monk discovered the basic principles of heredity. What was his name? So he was known as the father of genetics. This Austrian monk discovered the basic principles of heredity. What is his name?
Where's that?
So that's question number 8. Yeah,
it's all going down in Lola's house. Woo! Woo! Big Thursday nights in at Lola's.
Big Thursday nights in. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. So, W.L. Judson, that's his name, W.L. Judson, invented which useful object in 1891?
I'm going to have a look at the answer sheet and find that.
The name is W.L. Judson, an inventor, invented a useful object in 1891. What is the Name of that object. You'd
Oh,
know it.
nice.
You'd have touched one before.
Yeah,
You
whenever you
might have
look at
even
it, you're
put it
like,
in your
oh,
mouth at some point.
I wish I had the trademark on that bad boy, because
Oh yeah.
that would be some
You've,
big
you've
cashola
definitely touched
bucks.
one. You might have even put one in your mouth. What is that object?
That was just you on Friday night, Lola.
You know me. All right, moving on. Question number 10. So, our final question of the whole quiz, apart from, of course, the tiebreaker question, is who wrote the book Catch 22? So, who wrote the book Catch 22? Who's the author of that book? Catch 22, that's question number 10. We'll go through all the questions one more time before wrapping up the quiz. So, if you're already happy with your answers, you can submit them,
Yeah,
but
feel
you
free.
may as well stick around
There
and we'll
is
go
that
through
is the last round of the quiz, the last official full round. But then there is a
half a question.
tiebreaker afterwards, because if someone wins, we want to make sure that it's not a tie, right?
Exactly. We want to have a definitive winner. So, very quickly, I'm just going to go through all the questions one more time of our last round.
Well, give me a
So,
sec. Let me
question
get.
number one.
Yeah, we're good.
Question number one. Cool. Question number one of the final round is what was the first film that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler starred in together? So, they've been in 3 films in total. What was the first film that they starred in together? That's question number one.
One of my faves.
Question number 2. How many US states share a border with Mexico? So we're just looking for a number for that answer. So question number 2 is how many US states share a border with Mexico?
Think hard on that one. Should we do a reminder? Reminder, do not guess on this round. If you do not know the
Remember,
answer, you'll
do
get
not
0 for the
guess.
round. Let's carry on. 3.
Do not guess. If you're unsure, leave it blank. Question number 3. George Clooney provided the voice for which character in season 1 of South Park? So George Clooney provided the voice of which character in season 1 of South Park? Again, only put down an answer if you're sure. Question number 4. If someone suffered from trypophobia, what do they have a fear of? What is
Maybe
their
it's
phobia?
trypophobia? Trypophobia?
Trypophobia,
Like that?
trypophobia? That was question number 4. Question number 5. There have been many kings of France with the title of Louis, but how many Louis have there been? How many King Louis of France have there been in total? That's question number 5. Question number 6. The most amount of Grammys won in a single evening is 8. 2 recording artists can claim to have done that. Name either of those artists for us, please. So there's 2 artists who have done that. Just name one of them for us.
Just think hard about that one. It's
Little think.
achievable, isn't it?
Popular artists.
It's a good
Won
one.
lots of
I like
awards,
it.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Good album. Okay, question number 7. In which continent has the most countries within it? So which continent has the most countries within it? That is question number 7. Question number 8. Known as the father of genetics, this Austrian monk discovered the basic principles of heredity. What was his name? So who is the father of genetics? An Austrian monk who discovered the basic principles of heredity. What's his name for us? That's all we need. Question number 9. W.L. Judson invented which useful object in 1891? So W.L. Judson invented which object useful object in 1891? And question number 10. Who wrote the book Catch 22? So please fill in your answers, click the submit button, and then we'll go on to the tiebreaker. I'm just going to take a quick little breaker. See you shortly. Hello, darlings. So, hopefully, hello. You've had enough time to fill in that final round for us. So, we're going to go on to the tiebreaker question. So, the tiebreaker question. Click the submit button. I'm just going to explain the whole point of the tiebreaker question. So, the tiebreaker question isn't necessarily essential unless we have two or more teams with a winning score. If we have two or more teams with a winning score, then of course we need to separate those two teams. So we're going to ask every team to submit an answer to our tiebreak question. So hopefully you've got the answer sheet ready, and I'm going to ask you the tiebreaker question.
Oh, one thing, Lola, we're giving them a minute to answer it, yeah?
You have 1 minute to answer and submit
From
the
the when
question.
Lola's
Just
finished
try and
speaking.
respect people from using the googly googs.
Googly googs. Ready?
Googly googs. So here we go. We're starting now. So your tiebreaker question for this week is: what is the population of cattle in the world to the nearest 1,000? So how many cattle are there in the world?
Cows.
Moo cows.
Moo moo.
So
moo.
what is the population of cattle in the world in a most recent study? To the nearest 1,000. Go, 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 go. Goodness me.
All right, 24 seconds left. How's all that Googling going, people?
Googly goose.
There are quite a few guesses going through in the old, it's a knockout.
If you think about how many people there are in the world and how many cows we eat.
Yeah. It's a pretty big number, right, Lola?
It's quite a lot of cows. Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that can hear how loud that is. Let's go.
We're going to wrap up, so make sure you submit your answer as quickly as possible. And we are just...
Yeah, almost enough.
So what we're going to do very, very quickly is we're just going to have a check of the scores after that final round.
Scores coming in hot.
We will then announce the top 10 highest scoring teams, and then finally our winner. Unless we had to go to the tiebreak question, then we'll announce all the teams in first place and their answers, and whoever gets closest, the actual answer, will win the quiz. So we are just going to check the scores very quickly for you.
Looks like they've been verified. The Scoremaster General's happy with them, but I think we should go to when they click through on the tiebreaker. Where does that lead you, people? Does that lead you to something you may not have expected? Oh. With a lot of text, a lot of reading.
So, there we go. I think so if you haven't submitted your score, you need to do it right now. But you should have had enough time to submit the answer to round number 6. Some people have not submitted theirs in yet. Some people have... Okay. So we do have our scores verified, and we have a winner.
I think
so. We're gonna.
Whoa, Lola. Let me just.
No. I'm not gonna announce the winner. I know how a quiz works. Jesus.
Almost.
So the overall quiz was out of 51, as it always is at the moment. We got a lot of teams scoring over. What should we say, Tina? Over 35. Should we announce all of those?
What's that? That'll give us the top kind of.
We've got 24 teams that scored over 35.
Top 9, that'll give us top 20.
A lot of them are. Okay, so top 20.
Let's do the top 20, yeah. Position 20.
Okay, so top 20.
But whoa, should we do the answers first and then do the positionings? I think we also. Whoa, Lola,
let's
can I just butt in here? There's a when you finish the tiebreaker, there was a slide that was we thought sort of long and hard about asking people for donations. I've seen a few have come through already. Very much appreciated all. And
thank you so much.
It's all going, to the web hosting, to the type form payment, which we will have to pay at the end of the month. going through to a couple of beers and Guinnesses, which you are all encouraging Lola to consume, and just keeps this thing running, makes it so that takes a lot of our time, and we love doing it. Gives us a great excuse to do something during these times.
And dress
This
up.
is a great excuse to make you all look forward to Thursdays, and I think that we've really enjoyed doing it. So thank you for all the support. And just thought we'd let people show their appreciation. You don't have to pay anything at all. We'll keep it free for as long as we want. But we've had people who've asked, so we thought we'd put a space on. So thank you very much. And there's also a link to click through if you type in whatever your number you want to put in there, or if you type in 0, which is fine, either way. They'll take you through to the website, which you can sign up for next week as well. Very slick this week. We're getting slicker and slicker. Answers? Should we do answers?
All right.
Or
Thank you very much.
everyone's
No,
going to
we'll go
leave
through
if we
the
just do scores.
So no, very, very quickly, we'll go through the answers to all the
let's rip through it
quiz.
quickly.
So round 4, we had the picture puzzle. So the first title, you had a 5-word common phrase. You had the word "the" in there for you already. Aren't we kind? So what you needed, that 3-letter word, the first one was a pot. You needed that picture of a plant pot. You needed that album cover of the band The Calling. So the pot calling, the, then you need the kettle, and then you need the second half of that not football team, of that sports team. All blacks. So you need the pot calling the kettle black. That is a common phrase in Britain. So the pot calling kettle black, that was the answer to number 1. Number 2, you would need the first half of that sports team. So they're called the All Blacks. So you've got all, then you need the picture of the gentleman's shirt, then you need that little and symbol, then you need that kind of no entry sign, so all shirt and no, then you need the picture of the trousers, all shirt and no trousers. So that's the answer.
Quite a lot of we had a few all mouth, no trousers, unfortunately.
I don't recall seeing mouth in any of those pictures. There's no mouth.
It is a phrase as well, similar to all shirt, no trousers, but it's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the shirt.
It's not what we're looking for. Okay, number 3 was a phrase that I've researched in quite a lot of detail. No one really knows where it comes from, and it doesn't make any sense at all. But it is, so you need that picture of the gentleman doing a bit of teaching. You'd need that elderly lady who is a grandma. You'd need the 2. So teaching grandma 2. You've got someone sucking on something. Tell you what, Tina, never just.
Could have got a much better photo from last night.
Just don't Google the word suck. Like, some things you'd expect to see, some things are just horrific. And then you've got eggs. Teaching grandma to suck eggs. I don't know where that came from.
A lot of people got that. That was good. And the last one, which was
and then the last one is where we got our quiz team namesake. It is the best. So that you had a picture of George Best there. You had Thing from the film title poster. Then you've got the little slogan thing with the word since. You've got steak slices, and you've got a loaf of bread there. So the best thing since sliced bread is the answer to number 4 for the picture puzzle. We'll come to a contentious point in a little bit. So let's move on to round number 5, Not So Lonely Planets. So the description for country number 1, a Mediterranean country with ancient walled cities and beautiful coastlines, is Croatia. It's the European country of Croatia because it's on the Mediterranean. That might have given it away a bit. Number 2, probably the most amount of information about the country, about the Dhows and the Zanzibar coast, Maasai warriors and Serengeti. That is Tanzania. So Tanzania. Number 3, the one that basically describes me as a human almost perfectly, about being rhythmic, musical, colourful. That is Cuba. So the island of Cuba. Always wanted to go there. Maybe I should. Number 5. Couldn't give away too much information there because they named a lot of actual places within this country. It was the USA. So with a very famous river, a big canyon and that. And then the final one, probably the trickiest one, if you know where Creole food comes from, And if you know any of those places within the country, it is Mauritius. So that is the answer to number 5 of round number 5. Very quickly,
Pretty
we're going to go through
even
the
amount
answers.
of people got the answers there. Kind of
Well done.
a smattering throughout, but well done those
Mastering.
who got. A couple of people got 5, so well done you.
Mastering.
Well done.
Lovely.
Let's
Okay.
crack on.
So very, very quickly, we're going to go through the answers of the final round. So it's a knockout. So the film that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler was in the first film was The Wedding Singer. So there you go.
Lot
The
of
answers.
answers for the wedding singer. Well
Wedding Singer. No one at
No.
all.
No,
Not even the pie machine.
Lots of correct answers.
Oh, lovely. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 2. How many US states share a border with Mexico? The answer was 4. So the states that share a border with Mexico is Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California there. Let's move on to question number 3. Which character in season 1 of South Park did George Clooney provide a voice for? He recorded a couple of takes of barking for the character Sparky, which was Stan's dog. So if you put Sparky or Stan's dog, you would have got a point for that one. So George Clooney did the voice for a dog in the first season of South Park. Question number 4. If someone suffers from trypophobia or trypophobia, what do they have fear of? It's holes. They don't like seeing patterns of holes, irregular patterns of holes or bumps. Quite a few people I know have actually told me that they suffer from that, and they're very strange. Okay, moving on. Question number 5. How many kings of France named Louis have there been? There have been 18. The most accurate answer is probably 18 for that one, of course. So 18.
Well done, those. Just quickly,
Louis
those who... We had a lot of 18s and a lot of 16s. Our research said 18.
Our research said 18. Okay, question number 6. The most amount of Grammys won in a single evening is 8. The artists Michael Jackson and also Carlos Santana have won 8 Grammys in one evening. So your answer would either be Michael Jackson or Carlos Santana. Question number 7. The continent with the most amount of countries within it is Africa. So Africa has the most amount of countries in it with 54 countries in the continent of Africa. So it's got the most in it. Lots of countries. Heaps and heaps. Question number 8. The father of genetics, the Austrian monk, was Gregor Mendel. So the father, came up with the basic principles of heredity. Number 9. W.L. Judson invented the zip in 1891. So the zip.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And finally, the last question of the quiz was who wrote the book Catch-22. That was Joseph Heller. So the last answer for the quiz we were looking for was Joseph Heller.
And how many cattle? How many cattle, Lola? Talk to us.
Shall we do that?
Yeah, because we have to tell, because apparently Ratbag and Boo, our scoring system seems to be spitting out huge errors, saying that you got the exact number.
Well, so it looks like someone had enough time to Google that. So the most accurate, the most recent count of cattle in the world was from 2018, and that is 996,360,000 cattle in the world. So if someone managed to get that on the nose, it's a bit suspicious. So we're on high alert.
All right, anyway, should we do the rundown?
All the answers to the quiz. So now, not to keep you waiting any longer, we have to go around a little bit. So 21st place. You go for it, Tina.
They scored nothing for round 6. Getting quizzy with it.
Well done, one of my favourite names of the quiz so
and
far.
They were joint with the Banshees.
The Banshees. Well done, the Banshees. So getting a score
coming
of 20.
in joint 18th was Pint Machines, Quarantina Turner. You know what you're doing.
Well
done,
names.
And some Macquaries. Sorry about the octopus.
Coronasaurus Rex.
No, they were 4.
No, I've got that wrong. Nope, sorry.
Coronasaurus Rex. There's always money in the banana stand. The Mighty Booth. Poor Choices. And is that it? Yeah, Poor Choices. You all came joint 14th.
Well done to those teams. Then in joint 8th place, we've got Cash Monet, or money. I don't know why I said money. I'll let you quiz in my mouth for an extra something.
You won't go there?
You also join 8th, as well as Hauler Notes. Quiz it, kill it, win it. You joined 8th. And so was Paha Extras and Cool Cats and Kittens. You were all in joint 8th place. Going to joint 5th place, we had a few teams there. Tina, do you want to take it from there?
Oh, last week's previous winner almost made it again this time, guys. Was the Goats of Landu that do know coming it's late.
The Goats of Landu are coming for you.
The Enter the Wuhan Clan 36 Chambers and Cardinal Yawn all in joint 5th.
Well done. You all came joint 5th. Then we had 2 teams in joint 3rd. So in joint 3rd place, we had Cool Runnings and the Quarren Queens. Well done to you. Quarren Queens, you've always done quite well in these quizzes. Well done.
Big shout out.
2nd place, Tina.
2nd place, their team name doesn't describe their position. Norfolk in Chance. Well done.
Norfolk in Chance. You got a score of 42 out of 51, your final score. And then top position with a score of 43, so just beating Norfolk in Chance by 1 point. We had It's Quizmas time. So you are our winning team. So well done, It's Quizmas time. You have won this week's quiz and you have won the prize of a party playlist or a mixtape from Quarantina and Low Libido.
The only way to receive this prize, you have to get in touch with us. Message us, email us, call us, just anything, and we'll get the ball rolling on that one. But
we're easily accessible.
The winning team from last week, you two need to get in touch because you've won a cookery lesson.
You won a cookery lesson.
But Lola and Quarantina are taking over the prize this week. So we didn't even need the tiebreaker again. Brilliant.
Didn't need the tiebreaker. So there you go. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this Thursday evening for the quarantine quiz. We really appreciate that. If you want to like or subscribe to us on YouTube, that would be very much appreciated. If you want to go on Instagram and Facebook and tag us or follow us on either of those, that would be very much appreciated. And finally, if you're feeling in a very generous mood, Tina, what should they do?
Just support us any way they can. So
if you can make a donation of any sort, so any sort of donation will really help us out. Because obviously it's not just the two of us. Well, you've got the 4 of us. You've got Jack, Jasper, myself, and Tina. But you've also got people working behind the scenes, building websites, coming up with algorithms to make the marking as quick and efficient as possible. And of course, we are working all week to produce the quiz, respond to any feedback.
People doing graphics. We've got people on social medias. It's a full team.
So this isn't cobbled together very.
But if you don't want to give to us but you feel in the giving mood, give to, I've seen, the Virgin NHS Fund, give to them, they need it.
Yeah, so if you don't want to give to us, you can donate to a charity of your choice.
Anything that's, any of the donations that come to us that are spare to us, we will obviously be giving away as well. We haven't worked out the minute detail of that, but yeah, we're not going to be living on a cash throne. Exactly.
Anyway, just a quick shout out to Christopher Shine. You just worked out what my name means. Well done to you. You enjoy your evening. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Jack and Jasper will be back next week for the 4th quarantine quiz. Look after yourself, stay home and stay safe. Make sure you're supporting the NHS wherever you can. And thank you so much for joining us. Have a good week. We'll see you soon.
Bye!
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too, or Thursday. I don't care about you, it's Friday, I'm in love. Monday you could hold your head, Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. On Thursday, watch the walls instead, it's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday waits, Sunday always comes too late, but Friday never hesitates. I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Oh, Thursday, never looking back, it's Friday, I'm in love. Monday you could fall apart, Tuesday, Wednesday, you break my heart. Oh, Thursday doesn't even start, it's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday waits, Sunday always comes too late, but Friday never hesitates. No, just up to the eyes, such a wonderful surprise to see your shoes and your spirits rise. Settle at the sound, smile at the frown, you sleek as a shrink running round and round. Always take a big bite, it's such a gorgeous sight to see you eat in the middle of the night. Can give me enough, enough of this Friday, I'm in love. Now I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray and Wednesday too. On Thursday, I don't care about you, it's Friday, I'm in love. Monday you can hold your head, Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. On Thursday, watch the walls instead, it's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday waits, Sunday always comes too